Happy Tuesday. You could take a graduate level course on parables and not begin to get all the insights out of them. These brief devotions are not even pretending to be graduate level course on parables, but I do want to make sure that as we're not just looking at specific parables, but that you understand how parables work. So yesterday I encouraged you to pray for humility, and I used, Nathan's challenge to David and said often, the truth has to be smuggled under our radar because we have our guard up, and so pray that you could learn to drop your guard. Today I want to say this same thing a little bit differently. I want to say, stay with the parable until it offends you. So, look, parables are stories, but they're stories because a plot is different and more effective most times than an argument. So I could give you facts. Water freezes at 32 degrees, or the Civil War happened in the 1800s. And we like facts, and facts help us, and they help us understand things. But hearing that the Civil War happened in the 1800s doesn't really help you experience or have a sense of how bad it would be for families to be shooting at each other. And so oftentimes a story will take you there. And so we get these stories in which we step into them, and Jesus invites us in to sort of be swept away and to try and imagine what's going on and to be moved in how that feels. The second thing I want you to understand is that parables are stories, but they're not simply stories with a little morality lesson tacked onto them. This is not, a children's story. It's not Aesop's fables. It's not, a long time ago in a faraway land. And so in light of that, whatever the message would be sure to chew your food really well before you swallow, or whatever the morality play is about these stories. They're not children's stories with a twist, nor are they simple illustrations. Parables don't make a point. Parables are the point. And when you get it, it often feels like you have been punched in the gut. Properly understood, the parables will often make people mad, which is why after Jesus told the parable, sometimes people wanted to kill him. So there's more that can be said about a parable, but I want to double back to yesterday's point. We are having a moment as a country. As my reading this past week, 3 different times I saw headlines talking about the possibility of civil war. I think that's a little draconian. I don't know how a civil war would work. We've got no, Mason-Dixon line. I'm not going there other than to say there's a lot of ambient anger in the system. There's a lot of acrimony. There's a lot of frustration. So you likely feel it. Perhaps you feel like you are around some people in your family, in your church, in city, at work, whatever, who are just positively wrong. And maybe they are. But I want you to see that the parables are not designed to help you figure out how wrong other people are. The parables that Jesus tells are designed to get us to see the sin in our own life. And that's one of the things that really helps us grow. It's hard, but it is a way forward. So continue to pray for the humility to see ourselves clearly. Have a great day.